Hello, welcome to the Thursday Zoom stream. Excuse me. So I do this YouTube stream um Thursday at 5 o'clock, and then I do the Zoom not recorded, not on YouTube meeting on alternative Saturdays at 12 o'clock, 12 p.m. And I put all the links on my Facebook page. So today's talk is called Peace and Love. So peace and love, I feel like, is what humans are looking for. Peace and love. And it's kind of been hijacked, that phrase, peace and love. Peace and love, man. Peace and love, dude. Like it's been hijacked a little bit in that movement, that spiritual kind of light-hearted movement. But I feel like it's a deep, actually, it's what's deeply longed for, and what seeking is about, finding peace and love. That's the deepest longing. And this, I feel, is what non-duality is about. It's about peace and love. It's about peace and love. Peace being that stillness, that rest. Oh, that's cool. Oh, is that? Sorry. Oh. That rest, that peace, the end of seeking, the end of looking for something. Joshua, is it a parcel? Oh, maybe he'll get answer the door. Um, yeah, that freedom, that peace, the end of you, the end of this journey in time. And then the love is the fullness, that longing for love. We often we we direct it in the form of love relationships, longing for that completion, that wholeness, that fullness of being, which is love. So this is what non-duality is. It's that empty fullness, that peace and that love, that nothing and that everything. And so it's not a discovering of this peace and love through an object. So normally it's through a partner, a relationship, you'll find love, and you might find peace through maybe doing a hobby or resting, having time away from work, or time away from, yeah, raising children, or that will be a peace. Like going to a relaxation class, swimming, yoga, whatever it is, there can be a peace in that. So normally, yeah, so normally we look for those things in those objects, in those activities. And those activities, those things do reflect peace and love. So maybe you can experience peace in bird watching, if that's your hobby, bird watching. It can bring tremendous peace to simply watch the birds. Or maybe if you're if you're, you have a partner and you're in love with that partner, and you can experience that expansion, that love, that sense of completion, that sense of fullness. Like it's revealing that. But what happens is we mistakenly believe that that relationship, that hobby, that activity is the cause of the peace or of the love. And so when we lose or aren't doing the activity or lose the relationship, it feels like we've lost that peace, we've lost that love, that completion. And this is where non-duality comes in. And this is why non-duality is so profound and so important of a subject. I mean, this is where the magic of non-duality is. So what non-duality is expressing, yeah, it's hard to say that. What non-duality is, what the song of non-duality is that this is peace, this is freedom, this is love. That what this is what you're looking for. What's being looked for is what you truly are. So this story of you that's been conditioned in, has been programmed in, has been genetically, yeah, programmed in, conditioned in, repeated, affirmed. This story of you, this story of someone, this narration of someone has been believed to be what we are. So this story of me, these words, these names, these thoughts of me refer to me, a figure, a central figure. It refers to me, who I am. These thoughts are talking about me. They are me. They are mine. They are who I am. And so this dream is happening of a story of someone. And so this story of someone feels separate. It's a separate someone. And so in that sense of division, divided off, separation, there is a sense of lack, a sense of missing the whole. And so with that belief that you are separate, you are an actual entity as someone, there is seeking to not feel that. to feel complete, to feel love, to be at peace, to be happy. And the only way it can seek is through looking for something else to unite with, I suppose, to become whole with, looking for something separate, another object, another thing that it can then have and to take in and become whole, feel love, feel unity, and be at rest from that seeking, at rest from that separation. But what non-duality is saying is that sense of someone isn't true. It isn't an actual someone. It isn't a truth. It isn't the reality. I mean, it's a reality. It's a thought-based, separate reality, but it isn't true. It isn't a real. It isn't the reality. Like it isn't what it seems to be. It seems as if there's someone here. There's someone separate having a life, having an experience. That's not true. That's an experience happening. Sorry, my eyes going watery. That's an experience happening. It isn't. It isn't. Yeah, it's an experience happening. And so non-duality is a waking up of that which isn't an experience, a waking up of that which doesn't change, isn't someone. And so therefore there is peace inherent in this. There is love inherent in this. Not because someone's reached it or someone's found it, but because it's inherent in this. This freedom, this peace, this love, this happiness, yeah, this freedom. And that's why I had to discover this is it is true happiness. It is true freedom. It's the end of looking. It's the end of seeking for happiness, for love, for freedom, for peace. It's inherently complete. So I don't know. I don't really know. Well, I was going to say I don't really know why this is spoken, but I feel like it's spoken because It is love. It is what's being looked for. It is peace. It is freedom, and that's what's being looked for. And so it's total love to express this because it's what's being looked for. And so it is compassion to express this. It's total compassion. It's total love for the sake of love, for the sake of compassion. Yeah, it's so beautiful. So you're welcome to join if you'd like to speak on the Zoom. The Zoom link is in on my Facebook page. Just give it a minute and I'll go to the chat. Let someone join if they want to join. Oh, knees. Oh, my knees. Stretch my legs. Just give it a minute or two. I'll go to the chat. Hi, Chemical. Hi, Andrea. How is it going? Can one be loving and peaceful before realization, or only selfishness is possible? Can one be loving and peaceful before realization? I would say no. I would say no. I would say no. I think some characters, some humans are more inclined to be maybe more empathic, more loving, more peaceful in some ways. The character maybe much more, but I don't feel like I don't feel like it's the same as what's being spoken about here because often there's still seeking. So there may be peaceful, loving behavior, but there'll be a seeking like a seeking still through it. So the action or the behavior is hoping to get a reward back. So it's still seeking for something, for love back, for peaceful behavior back. It's still there's a seeking element. possibly still there. So I would say probably, I mean, there's never a full no, you never know, but I would say generally no, not no. It wouldn't be unconditional. It would have uh it would have like conditions, yeah, conditions to that peaceful behavior. Um, yeah, it would be hiding other behaviors underneath. So yeah, yeah. But who knows? Peace and love, yes. Non-duality, no. Okay, it's not really a question. But there are some lovely humans that do great things like for charities and for, you know, really generous, loving things. So there is that possibility, and it does happen. But yeah, I just feel like it doesn't necessarily mean freedom, like freedom from the identification of being a person, like freedom as in this discovery of what you are beyond that illusion of a person. So yeah. Maybe what I'm saying, like, maybe what I'm saying is like there can be humans that are more in line with that, in more in line with this. Yeah. I have one particular woman in mind who's very charitable. There's lots of lovely things for charity and for children and stuff. But yeah, it doesn't mean freedom. Because I think what people tend to imagine is loving and peaceful means behavior. Their behavior is loving and peaceful. Their attitude is loving and peaceful. Whereas like what's being expressed here isn't a behavior. So it isn't necessarily observable in the behavior. It's a love and a peace that's beyond all things, beyond form, meaning it isn't seen in form. I mean, it can be, it could be, but it's not. It's not that. It's the essence of everything is that, regardless of how it looks on the outside, so to speak. Like yeah, the essence of everything is love and peace, is freedom. Oops. Oops. Oh, I didn't say your name. Is it? Oh, I can't remember it now. Is it Chill? Don't think it's Chill. That's too. It was different to how it seemed. Um, Keel maybe. So it's free for anyone to call in if they want to call in and speak on Zoom. That would be pleasant. That would be nice. mean, it seems impossible to believe that we are what we seek for. Mm. Don't think anyone's going to call in on Zoom, and there's no questions in the chat. Will we end a bit earlier? Yeah, all I can end with is to say, may everyone discover peace, may everyone discover love as themselves. Oh, yeah, that's a